Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. I hope everyone is doing well and staying strong. We've had kind of a crazy couple of weeks and I've had a lot of free time on my hands. I've been doing some projects and things that I had put off for a while, and one of those things that I did do last week was go to my mother's house and help clean out her closets and her drawers and everything. She has Alzheimer's and she is no longer living at home, so me and my siblings are trying to get the house ready to sell, and so I had to go through all of her belongings. And while I was doing that, even though I didn't really have any expectations, mostly because my mother was not really into luxury handbags, but she did have one or two, and actually she has one with her right now that she likes to keep with her, that it is her bag. But in the course of cleaning out her closet, I did find two Coach bags, and I have one today. My sister's taking one and I'm taking the other, and this is the bag right here. As you can see, it is a vintage Coach bag. As soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it. And I decided to take it home and clean it up a little bit, give it a little bit of some tender loving care, and now I'm intending to use it. So I'm really excited about this. I know that the bag is at least 25 years old, probably about 30 years old, but even just sitting on the shelf, it was still in great condition. And this is when Coach was still made in the United States. There is a patch on the inside of the bag that has the creed on it. They call it the Coach creed, and it says that the bag, it describes how the leather is natural leather and it has certain flaws and veins that are part of the beauty of the bag, but it also says made in the United States, and then it has a number with a couple digits, I think 4 digits, and then 3 digits. So I looked all that up and I discovered that this bag was made prior to 1994, because after that time they had model numbers, but prior to 94 they had what was basically a serial number for the bag. So this bag has a serial number. I'm not really sure what the style is. I did try to look around a little bit on the internet to see if I could find any information, and really all I found was that bags were made in New York, and then they opened a couple other factories, so then they were made throughout the United States, I believe. Maybe there was just one other factory, I'm not really sure. But it definitely says made in the United States, and it goes back probably, I would guess, I'm going to say the late 80s. This bag was made, maybe the very early 90s, definitely before 1994. But this was when, in my opinion, Coach was really outstanding. They were very, very expensive bags at that time. They were in the hundreds of dollars at that time, and of course now thousands are the norm, but back then it was quite expensive. So I'll just give you a little tour of the bag. It is, as you can see, a flat bag. It has this turn lock clasp here, and it is just brass. I polished it up a little bit in the course of my cleaning the bag. And then the flap has no fabric lining or any kind. It's just natural suede on the inside here, and it's natural suede all the way throughout. But the bag is nice and pliable. It really bends well. The leather is very, very soft, but not delicate. It's very hardy leather. In fact, it kind of reminds me of the leather that they would make saddles out of, or saddlebags out of, which may have been the origin of Coach. I'm not really sure. I'm not really very well versed in the history of Coach, but the little bit that I do know, I will let you know. So there's a pocket on the inside here. Once again, it has the natural suede lining. The pocket zipper is still working very well. There's no flaws or anything at all in there. And then it's just a big open space, as you can see here. Then in the front, there is another pocket right there. And this pocket is nice and big as well. So you can see that it's sort of gusseted. I think that's the right word for it. So it does have a seam here, and you can push it in or you can pull it out if you want to, but there's plenty of room right there. And then my favorite part, well, maybe not my favorite part, but one of my favorite parts of this bag is that there's this huge pocket in the back, and it does have the soft leather on the inside, and then the facing panel right here is suede. So all in all, everything is in fabulous condition. I looked over the stitching, and I can't get over how great a shape this bag is in for the age. Now, as far as the strap goes, it is about 1 inch thick. It has brass rivets right here, not rivets, brass loops right here. And then it has just one buckle, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes right there, so it's very adjustable. And I did try it out on a couple of the different holes. You can actually wear this bag as a crossbody bag. Now, I'm not a big crossbody lover, but I have to say that this one works quite well as a crossbody because it's so soft. It's not bulky in any way at all. So you can adjust that accordingly, depending on whether you want it to be a little shorter or a little longer, whether you want to wear it on your shoulder or crossbody. And then, of course, there's the little Coach tag on the end here. So overall, a really roomy bag, really soft, and I'm just amazed at the quality of it. And furthermore, I absolutely love the look of it. So I'm just going to model it a little bit here. So this is crossbody. And again, I don't normally wear bags crossbody, but I just thought it looks so nice and it is so comfortable because it's sort of just like folds to your hip right here. It doesn't stick out in any way, and it really is so soft, and I just think it looks really chic. Like, it has that very classic look, not like it's super elegant or anything, but it definitely looks like an expensive bag, and it looks like you definitely made a nice investment. But I love the color of it. As you can see, it's sort of this saddle brown color, which was one of the very popular colors that Coach did at the time. And again, I love this pocket right here for the simple reason that you can just throw your cell phone right in there. Now, this bag was made before cell phones were even thought of, but I just love the fact that there's this big pocket in the back there, and that is where I would keep my cell phone. So I have cleaned it all up. I took it home with me from my mother's house, and I decided to do a little research to see how I could restore it. And I actually gave it a bath. I put it in a tub of cold water, well, lukewarm water, with some Dawn dish detergent and just let it soak. And then once it was rinsed off, then I had to pack it to dry it, and it dried over the course of about 3 days. So it finally got all dried yesterday, and so then I took out my leather conditioner and I put a couple coats of leather conditioner on here, and overall I have to say that I am super excited about it. There's a couple little minor stains here and there. There's a couple little ink spots here and there as well, and Coach recommends that you do not try to get them out because you could in fact damage the leather and make the spot more obvious. So I'll just overlook them for now. The biggest spot is probably in the back right here, which again, it kind of just adds to the patina, if you want to call it that, of the leather. But overall, I'm super happy with this bag, and I'm really excited to think that I'm giving it new life. So I don't recall my mother using it very often. I believe it was given to her by her sister-in-law, if I'm not mistaken. But all the same, I'm really, really happy about this. Now, if you are interested in seeing the actual details about how I did clean it up, I will just let me know in the comments section. And I did take a lot of footage as I was cleaning it up just in case anyone would be interested in how that process works. And if you are, let me know, and I will definitely put out a video to show you how I cleaned it up step by step. But I do have to say that I'm really, really pleased that I'm not only able to have this really great bag, but also that I am giving it a life, and that is going to always remind me of my mom, and that makes it extra special. So that is it for my video today. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope everyone is staying safe and keeping well and staying positive. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. As always, I would love it if you would subscribe and become part of my YouTube family. And until my next video, take care.